welcome to WWE, what is it? Raw, NXT, and TNA review this time around. Sorry we weren't here earlier this week.
Appointments and...
we had a lot of stuff to do this week, but we're here now. We're going to cover everything in one go. Hopefully get through it within a somewhat timely manner, considering we have to watch Evolve and SmackDown tonight, so...
And this weekend is SummerSlam, which is 2 nights.
We're not gonna have time to do shit this weekend.
Hey,
What time is?
I think they start like 6.
Okay, so I might be back in time, probably. Anyway, I'm Kafari.
I'm CK.
I'm Knight Rider.
And let's just jump straight into this. Try to get through it in a...
Well, what I do want to bring up before we dive into all this is, we're going to try to get back to some kind of normal schedule, hopefully within the next week or so.
Well, maybe.
Try. I said try.
Well, I'm saying because I'm going to be starting wrestling soon, and that's going to throw everything into the shitter. So, I mean...
We're going to try.
It might be normal for a week-ish, and then we're going to have to figure shit out. But anyway...
But then we'll just change on the Discord and figure it out from there. Also, we're going to try to get back to doing a game night, too. Alright, I guess that's it. I guess I really don't have anything else. But, we start off,
okay, we're just jumping into it.
Unless you got something you want to bring up.
Well, no, you said we're gonna get into it, but also, so I thought you were gonna say, anyway. We start off Raw, we have a 10-bell salute for, Hulk Hogan, and then we jump straight into it. Paul Heyman comes down, he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is not Boo. My name is Paul Heyman." Alright, Jey Uso comes down first, I forget. He gets into the ring, he's doing his yeet. And he's about to go for a second run, because the crowd is saying, one more time, whatever. Then Paul Heyman comes down. He says, I didn't come out here tonight to be disrespectful to you, main event, Jey Uso. Even though tonight, you're in the main event, and you're in the main event against Big Bronson Reed. I came out here tonight to speak man-to-man, former Bloodline member to former Bloodline member. I wanted to speak to you from the heart tonight, in front of a worldwide audience about family. I see that look in your eye. I've seen that look in your eye before. So he gets out of the ring. And then he backs way the fuck up. He says, I know you can dive out here real fast. I cannot believe that you accepted your cousin, the OTC, Roman Reigns, invitation to team with him this Saturday at SummerSlam against Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. And you're doing it all in the name of family, because you love your family. Where I come from, we know that family is always going to let you down. Family is always going to get you in trouble. Trust the Oracle. That's not a prediction, that's a prophecy. I can see that you're not buying what I'm trying to sell you. Let me lay this one on you. When you were a kid, did your mother tell you that it was Santa Claus that left the presents underneath the tree? Because he didn't. In other words, Jey Uso, your mother lied to you. Excuse me. I don't want to come up. Hey, don't think it's just about his mother. All of your mothers lied to you, too. Yeah, boo. Except for the Jewish ones, because my tribe knows better. And that was way the fuck out in left field. That was like, anyway.
They don't...
I know, but still, it was... Anyway. Did your father tell you that he wanted you to be more iconic than he ever was? Is that what your father Rikishi told you? He doesn't want that. Your father lied to you too. When Roman Reigns named a next in line for Tribal Chief, he didn't pick you, did he? He picked Solo. And how did that work out for your family? And now, does he tell you, you would have been a better choice as Tribal Chief, right? Does he tell you right now that he wants you to be as rich, as famous, and as big as he is? Because if Roman Reigns told that to you, Roman Reigns lied to you too. I want you to know that I'm not saying this out of anger, out of malice. I'm saying this because Jey Uso, I love you. I love you, Jey Uso. You know, just like my family. Yeet!
Jey Uso. Jey Uso's like, you know what? Family is why I'm here. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you one more time, OG. Keep running your mouth about my family because you know I don't play about mine. Here I go. OG, you know me. I'm gonna pull up my family every time. I'm gonna pull up for my family every time because it's just me, Oos. And guess what? The bloodline still runs deep in my veins, Oos. You're out here talking crap to me, disrespecting me, talking about all the things I could do without Roman, what I did in spite of him. But real talk, no. OG, I went out on my own to see if I could pull out with the world heavyweight champion to prove it to myself. It's family, OG. You talking about my family. Where's yours at? You know that time? You know what time it is? We brought your ass into our family. You walked in, real talk. So here's what's going to happen. You screwed my cousin at WrestleMania. Your boy screwed me out of my heavyweight championship. So, here's what it's going to do. Here's where it's going to go. Here's what we're going to do. It's on you, OG. So whatever happens tonight, it happens at SummerSlam. It's on your ass. Talk in Detroit. 4 letters. 1 word. Yeet. Fuck that. We're going to run this shit back.
And then they do the yeet again. And then we get to our first match of the night, which was a very random, thrown together mixed tag team match, which I was not mad about.
But a lot of people are talking about how good AJ and the Kabuki Warriors were together.
Oh yeah, this was a great match. It was AJ Styles and the Kabuki Warriors versus Dominic Mysterio, Roxanne Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez in a 6-person mixed tag team match.
This was, you're right, it was so random.
Yeah. But I'm okay with that.
But it was good.
It's new. It's exciting. It's something we've never seen before. And it was a great match.
It was a good match. I gotta give it to him with that.
But before the match even begins, Mysterio pie faces Styles. He tags out to Raquel Rodriguez. To Rodriguez. She gets into a collar and elbow tie up with Asuka. They start going at it, and of course, throughout the entire match, the Judgment Day is doing their little tricks, their little bullshittery outside of the ring, distracting the referees, distracting the other competitors, going outside, yanking them off the ring apron.
Bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I noticed on the stream too. We eat lunch at Arby's. I noticed it.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna be honest.
I didn't want to. I noticed it. He's speaking.
Fine.
Is it yours?
Anyway.
So you got to remember, it's backwards for me.
Yeah.
No, I'm seeing this side when technically it's this side.
What do you mean it's backwards for you?
I see it backwards.
that we all see it the same way.
Yeah, but you're on the opposite on the screen. On the opposite. Ignore me.
I will. I usually do.
I know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Anyway.
Because see, like,
Yeah.
so you can't see it, but I see his the same exact way I see yours.
I get it. Anyway.
So I was confused.
I didn't take.
Shut. Shut.
I didn't take much. Anyway.
You see what I deal with?
This is a good first match. I enjoyed it. But it's great.
It was good for
because
there are a lot of people are bragging about how good they were together.
They were great. And here's the thing. Where is I don't want to edit. Stop. Where is it? I'm pretty sure it's near the end because that's right. For the majority of this match, if I remember correctly, it's the woman going at it.
Yeah.
Because Mysterio does not want to tag in.
Nope.
So it's towards like pretty much the end of the match when he finally gets to tag in.
He like literally like when they go to tag, he's as far back as he can be, not even putting his hand out, just holding the rope.
Yeah. He never gets tagged in. Sane tags in Styles. So they come in, and Mysterio is trying to run away. But AJ comes up, grabs him by the hair, he tosses him back into the ring, and he is whooping his ass. He hits him with the Ushi-Gorushi. I'm not even gonna try to say that. The Ushi-Goroshi. I know I butchered that pronunciation. I apologize. He's trying to go for the Styles Clash, but Perez steps in front of him. Steps in front of Dominic, I should say.
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah. Sorry, it's been a little bit. My brain thought to kind of reprocess.
Yeah. Then Styles manages to duck a clothesline from Mysterio. He drops Mysterio with a Pele kick. He leapfrogs over Perez. Asuka hits her with a sliding boot. Then she super kicks Rodriguez. And she gets an assisted, I should say, Kairi Sane gets an assisted insane elbow from AJ Styles. Like they do the up and out of the ring, hits Rodriguez with an insane elbow. Then Styles connects the phenomenal forearm to pick up the victory. Which means, well, actually, I guess, no, that means Dominic retains.
These are a little bit different. They're not a fight necessarily. It's
I guess, but still.
It is, but it's not. Anyway.
Then we have a backstage interview with Sheamus. Jackie asks, it looks like you gave Rusev a taste of his own medicine last week. Sheamus says the last week was an old school banger, or as Big E would like to say, big meaty men slapping meat. Then Grayson Waller, the New Day come up. Waller claims that Sheamus cheated during their match. He says that the New Day has his back now. And Sheamus is like, you looking for a fight?
But hold on. The funny part is, he's like, I'm Big G now.
He's like, I'm Big G now.
And New Day's got my back. And New Day, the look on their face was like,
yeah.
What?
And then the Sheamus steps up and he's like, you looking for a fight? I like the sound of that. Remember.
The Red Sea part of New Day was out.
Yeah. Because he's like, remember, when they call me my name, it's banger after banger after banger. And then Grayson Waller turns around and New Day is fucking gone. They left before the baby was even conceived of. They were out. They went to go get the milk, cigarettes, everything. They ain't ever coming back. They left his ass to rot. Anyway. So I think, do we get that match tonight, or is that...
That is right.
Yeah, that is tonight.
That's right now.
Oh, that's right.
That was earlier.
Yeah.
But we don't have to bring it up. Detroit Lions were
Yeah, Detroit Lions are there, but
were running back.
they, you know what? I'll give them some. I'll give Waller at least a little bit of credit.
You want to know what everybody's bragging about? And I don't know if I really posted it.
Hmm.
Waller toned up a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna say he was close to beating Sheamus, but he did way better than his last fight against Sheamus. So there's been some growth, and I'll give him
he
that.
got some bulk on him now.
Oh yeah.
Muscle bulk.
Yeah. But of course, none of that really matters because at the end of the day, Sheamus wins the match with the Broad Kick. But then afterwards, Rusev comes in. He attacks him with his own shillelagh. He gets him in the accolade. Referees have to come down, separate the. Excuse me. So we get a match for next week. I don't know if we get it here like officially on Monday Night Raw, but we know now afterwards that
it was during Raw, but it was during our commercial.
Yeah, during the commercial break, so we didn't actually get it. Then we have another backstage interview with Naomi. Jackie Redmond asks her how she feels about competing against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky at SummerSlam, knowing they'll be prepared this time, unlike what happened at Evolution. Naomi's like, Io might be the genius of the sky, but I can fly too. Those two and the rest of the heifers are all fake and phony. Tonight's 8-woman tag team match will be a cautionary tale. I don't care if you throw the present, the past, or the future at me. When I walk out of SummerSlam with the Women's World Championship, I'll prove my haters wrong, and everybody will know to proceed with caution.
Then we get a Hulk Hogan tribute.
Yeah.
Again.
Then we see Paul Heyman backstage talking to Bronson Reed. He says that he heard that Jey Uso's family feels like that with Seth Rollins out for an extended period of time, they're nothing more than a group without a leader. Braun Breaker says that Bronson has this. Tonight, you're going to destroy and tsunami Jey Uso. We're going to restore ultimate power and take back control over WWE, and that all starts tonight. Bronson says that he's going to lay out Jey Uso and any other member of his family. And Braun he tells Heyman that I have a plan. He says Braun. I keep getting Braun and Braun mixed up. Braun Breaker tells Heyman that he has a plan as Bronson Reed walks away. There's too many similar names.
We have the Marvel complex.
We do. We have Bronson Reed. We have Braun Breaker. We have all of the Tama Tonga, Tamaloa, Tonga Toa. Wait.
Yeah. You're good enough.
Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Tala Tonga in the
Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Anyway,
we have the Marvel complex.
Yeah, I'm waiting for someone to show up named Peter Parker or Bruce Banner. It's only a matter of time.
Otto Octavius.
Yeah, Otto Octavius, Green Goblin. Anyway,
that one was different. That was Norman Osborn.
Yeah, but even still, the supervillain name Green Goblin. Anyway.
But anyway.
Then Lyra Valkyria comes out to the ring. And she says, "What is up, Detroit? We are 5 days away from SummerSlam. How are we feeling? I am Lyra Valkyria, and these are more than just my big shoes. These are my Becky stompers."
And these things got like a heel like that. Tennis shoes.
Yeah.
They got like a good, 2-3 inch heel.
Something like that. In 1 week, I will be standing here as your first time ever 2-time Women's Intercontinental Championship. Or I would have failed, and I will never again be able to challenge for the title as long as Becky is champion. Actually, if that happens, there's a good chance I won't be standing after all. Because Becky is going to have to beat me in the ground if she wants to walk out of SummerSlam with that title. Look, I already know that Becky doesn't like to play by the rules. In fact, that's the only reason she was able to beat me for the championship in the first place. So I thought, Fine, let's try it her way. Can't break the rules if there's no rules to be broken, right? Some of you guys may think I'm playing right into her hands, but the thing you need to understand is I've seen everything Becky Lynch has ever done. I know exactly what she's capable of in this type of matchup, but she doesn't know what I'm capable of. In fact, I'm not even sure what I'm capable of. All I know is I'm prepared to go to a place that I've never gone before. And then Becky Lynch comes out.
I love this. This was actually absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna let you do this.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
But this is absolutely beautiful.
I forget. She doesn't even come out and try to say anything. She just comes out looking
She
for a
comes out. No. She's at her back with the kendo stick.
Oh, that's right. She comes out.
Lyra,
Her music hits.
Her music hits, and Lyra's like,
yeah.
And then she starts going towards the ramp.
Yeah.
And then turns around and just full blown back towards her back and slides and
yeah. So Becky comes up behind her with a kendo stick. Then Lyra swirls around, hits Becky with a wrecking ball drop kick, and she grabs the kendo stick that Becky had, and she is just beating the ever-living shit out of her with it. Becky kicks her in the gut. She grabs the kendo stick. She denies the Nightwing because, Lyra manages to get the upper hand again, and then she retreats to the outside. So, once again, Becky retains, unfortunately. But, anyway, then we have a sit-down interview with Sami Zayn. I'll let you take this, since it's vaguely to do with Karrion Kross, and I know he's your favorite.
Well, do Corey, yeah.
Oh, I forgot it's a back and forth. So go ahead.
Sammy, you and Karrion Kross have been at odds for the last several months. Those issues come to a head this Saturday at SummerSlam. What are you hoping to accomplish at SummerSlam?
I'm just hoping to be done with this guy once and for all. This guy has been a thorn in my side for months. Months. He's obsessed. And I don't fully understand what it is he wants out of me. He has some sort of warped truth. I don't know. And I don't care at this point. At this point, it's impeding me. It's standing in the way of me achieving my goals, which I've been very clear about. I'm trying to become a world champion here. And as long as I'm dealing with Karrion Kross, that's not going to happen. So at SummerSlam, I put an end to it once and for all.
Well, I gotta ask, how are your ribs? And then Kross walks in.
Yep. He takes over the interview.
And Kross is like, I insist, Corey. So I had this idea. And he like almost pushes Corey out of the room, like, I insist.
Yeah.
I got this. Corey. I insist, Corey. So I had the idea when I was coming in here to just blast you across your stomach with a steel rod again. And then I was thinking, you weren't going to make it to SummerSlam. And I didn't want to work, and that didn't work for me. Because everybody I have been dealing with here in WWE, eventually, I get them to show their true colors, except you. Which is really starting to piss me off. So here's what's going to happen. After I beat you at SummerSlam, you're going to say the words, Kross told the truth. And then it'll all go away. And you can go on and become world champion. Because, believe me, Amy, you are no different than anybody else. And you're certainly not better than me.
You think you're so smart, huh? You think you've got me figured out? You think you got everybody figured out? You think you're some kind of puppet master revealing everybody's inner truth? What is it exactly that you think? What do you want? I'll tell you what. You beat me at SummerSlam, I'll say whatever it is you want me to say, okay? You want me to say it? I'll say whatever it is you want me to say. But here's what I want you to think about for now. Maybe you're wrong about everything. Maybe you're wrong about me. Maybe you're wrong about everybody else. Maybe you're wrong about yourself. And when I beat you at SummerSlam, Because no mistake, I am going to beat you at SummerSlam. And when I do, I want you to look me in my eyes. And you're going to look at me. And you're going to say that you were wrong. I'll see you at SummerSlam.
And then Jackie Redmond has a backstage interview with Bayley. And Bayley is like, she asked Bayley what's next for her after falling short for the women's tag title match last week.
And Bayley's like, I lost out on my chance to become Women's World Tag Champions. I missed out on WrestleMania. I'm not at SummerSlam. For the first time in my career, I have no idea what to do. And then she walks away. So we'll see where that goes. I know you were not anticipating, but what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Prophesizing a heel turn at SummerSlam where she gets involved in the match.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she's going to get involved.
Then we get our third match tonight, which I believe... No, this isn't the main event, is it?
No.
We have Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Stephanie Bakir, and Nikki Bella versus Naomi, Chelsea Green, and the Secret Harvest in an 8-woman tag team match.
Everything you think it would be and more, or worse.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say this. Both sides honestly worked pretty well together. Like, for their first time, I know they practiced beforehand, but you get the point. For their first time tagging together, they did pretty good.
Well, but like what I was getting at is this was great.
Yeah, it was a great match.
But it ends exactly how you think. And I don't mean, because I think it ends with the right ones winning. Yeah. If I remember right. But
yeah,
it turns into chaos.
Yeah, I believe...
Because eventually, of course, they're all in the ring at one point.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure it ends clearly, because Rhea Ripley's in the ring.
Well, I don't mean it ends bad, but I mean... you have
the everybody in the ring beating the hell out of each other, and then...
The ref basically...
Yeah, there's not really much you can do at that point.
When you
keep track.
You got 4 matches going on in one ring.
Yeah, just keep track of who's technically legal and let everything else play out at that point. But anyway, this is actually a pretty great match. Like I said, both teams work surprisingly well together, despite it being their first time tagging together. But it ends up with Ripley headbutting Niven in the face. She hits her with the Riptide, and then Green comes in and she slaps her across the face. And then she turns around to run away.
And what did I say? I said, this bitch stupid.
Yeah.
I love Chelsea, don't get me wrong, I think Chelsea's great. But if you're going to go up and slap Stephanie...
No, Raquel, or Rhea Ripley?
Yeah. Rhea in the face?
You better be able to back it up.
Girl, please.
But then she turns to run away. She runs directly into a kick in the gut by Stephanie Bakir. Bakir connects with the SVB, picks up the victory, and then they all stand in the ring with their hands raised. Then we go to the Judgment Day Clubhouse. Finn's back there giving another speech. He says, all these other factions over the years have come and gone, but the one that's still here is the Judgment Day. Everybody keep your chin up. We're getting ready to smash the LWO. Dominic's like, do you guys need any assistance? Then Finn tells Dom to stay in the back, play some games. I forgot about this. I didn't forget about this, but Roxanne then hands him a Nintendo Switch.
2. It's a 2.
Oh, yeah, a Nintendo Switch 2. Anyway. And she's like, here, you can play some 2K25 on this. And Raquel, directly beside him, is like, who else loved to play 2K25? Liv. And then he's like, I can FaceTime her. I was planning to FaceTime her anyway. It's great.
You can see it.
Oh yeah,
we're still at the top swirl, and it hasn't started quite
into the toilet bowl yet. Yeah,
it's still swirling at the top,
but it's getting there. But yeah, you can. She
like,
just.
You're still just taking your finger and running across the top of the water.
Yeah, she's just in here. She's in here like. I know you've worked at McDonald's. You know how you gotta lather them biscuits up with that butter. She's just dumping the whole thing on there right now.
Yeah, she's still just barely pouring that syrup on. She's getting that nice circle going there for the syrup. That little one pat of butter, and then getting ready to spread. That's what's going on right now. Only her butter. She's taking that whole tub and.
Yep. Rhea Ripley has an embrace with Nikki Bella backstage. Stephanie Vakir and Io Sky are all in the backstage. They're all hugging it out. Ripley tells Io that we're friends, but I'm finally going to beat you at SummerSlam. And Io just looks up with this cheeky little grin. She says, "You'll never beat me." and then Ripley just says, "We'll see about that." And they kind of go their separate ways. Then we get to what I believe, is this the main event? We had 5 matches on Raw. That's rare. Isn't this the main event? I swore this was the main event.
No, because we get.
That's right.
The main event is
Jimmy Uso. Yeah. So we get the Judgment Day versus the LWO for the World Tag Team Championships.
Like I said, excuse us, guys. It has literally been
what, like
5 days?
4 days, 5 days, yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. This is the introduction to the new El Grande Americano,
which we'll talk about. But
a pretty good match until it's not,
because El Grande Americano comes out, aka Ludwig Kaiser, and interferes in the match.
Mm-hmm. So Dragon Lee and Americano are brawling outside.
And they go backstage.
Yep.
And then what? Probably about 3-4 minutes later.
Yeah. Balor gets an inside cradle for a 2 count. Then Toro kicks Balor in the face. He clocks Nadana with the apron. And they go for a cannonball senton. And then another El Grande Americano knocks Toro off the top turnbuckle. And then Balor connects with the coup de grace to pick up the victory. So here's my question: are just all of these?
Can we talk?
I guess all of them have problems with luchadors.
Can we?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, I want to bring this up because of the stuff we have on Discord. You know what we're talking about. Can we kind of skip this for a second? We'll dive into this when we get to the Discord part. Sure. The reason I say that is because we know who the second El Grande Americano is. Like I said, we know there was Chad Gable.
Now there's
Ludwig Kaiser. Now we have a third different one, which we'll discuss when we get to the Discord.
You know what? I'm going to be very interested to see when the original El Grande comes back, and it's not
Chad Gable.
No, it's not Chad Gable. It's gonna be his twin brother or something. I don't fucking know.
Like I said, I really hope that they do pull something out, like have him team with Chad Gable or something, and it is somebody completely different.
No. You know what we need to have? We need to have an 8-man tag match. I don't care who the face faction is, but it needs to be Chad Gable and the other 3 El Grandes. The Chad El Grande, Ludwig Kaiser, and Pete Dunne. Be great. It has to be a luchador team. Probably LWO. I guess Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, probably.
We'll just throw another one in there, because by that time Chad Gable comes back, we'll probably have another.
Yeah, we'll have 5 altogether. Well, 4, but
we can just throw Andrade and Phoenix in the mix too. And anyway,
have a 12-person tag team match, and they're
let's move on because we'll get to
that. Anyway, Gunther comes down to the ring. He says, "Okay, everybody, calm down. Because last week was a clean victory for me. Because I went toe-to-toe on the microphone with supposedly best talker in the business. Supposedly the best in the world. Yes, you figured it out, against CM Punk. And what I did was, I walked down that aisle, stood in front of him, looked him straight into the eye, and told him what was going to happen at SummerSlam. And I left the voice of the voiceless speechless. I might add, but at least I'm not running out of things to say about CM Punk. Don't worry."
Oh,
Last-
hold on. Because here's the part that really irritates me. And I don't mean to cut you off, but the part that you just said, where he says, "I know, but at least I have something to talk about." They're chanting, "You tapped out."
Yeah.
Guys, look. I'm not meaning to sound bad. I know nobody's ever going to hear this. But how long ago was that now?
Like at least 3-4 months ago.
It's done. Let it go.
They're not going to. Also, that only works if he's going against Jey Uso. Like, what are you talking about? This has literally nothing to do with CM Punk.
I mean, yes, I am a Gunther fan. Okay? But this...
Well, obviously these people weren't.
This is just ridiculous. Like, even if I was not liking Gunther, and like I said, I like him for his ability, not necessarily his character.
Yeah.
But keep chanting, "You tapped out, you tapped out, you tapped out, you tapped out," just makes you look dumb to me, honestly.
But he says, "Last week, I made CM Punk understand that he doesn't deserve to call himself the best in the world. I made CM Punk understand that he will never be the World Heavyweight Champion. And most importantly, I made CM Punk shut the hell up."
Speechless? The CM Punk comes out, and he's like, "Speechless? No more. Dumbfounded." But not because anything you said, or not anything you did or said, because of the moment of the gravity of the situation. It dawned on me, across the ring from somebody as great as you, belt down around your waist, it dawned on me that I didn't want to be heavyweight champion. I need to be world heavyweight champion. I need to be the world heavyweight champion. Like I need air in my lungs. I need to be world heavyweight champion. Like, I need blood pumping through my veins. I need to be a world champion. Like the Detroit Red Wings need a 12th Stanley Cup. I need to be the heavyweight champion. Like the Midwest dad needs a cold, frosty, old style on a hot summer day while he's mowing the lawn. And no, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. But I understand addiction. Because this place, wrestling, is my addiction. I need to be heavyweight champion. So I can raise that strap over my head as I thank you to the millions of people who have chanted my name over 10 years. You think that you might be some kind of
Consolation.
You think that might be some kind of consolation prize, but it might not mean anything to you. But it means the world to me. And it means something to them. I need to be world heavyweight champion. As great as you are, for all the great things you've accomplished, you dare come out here and say that I don't deserve to call myself the best in the world? I'll give it to you. You are correct. I don't deserve to call myself the best in the world. I earned the right to call myself best in the world. So I earned the right to call myself best in the world and be arrogant about it. But you're out here world champion, being arrogant as me. You can't back it up. I've left a trail of bodies of Hall of Famers, legends, and superstars that you only dreamed to be in the ring. And when you compare your career, as great as it's been so far, to mine, it isn't apples to apples.
Oh, you know what, Punk? I've had enough of that. Shut the hell up.
I wasn't finished. There's levels to this, kid. You're going to find out a hard lesson after SummerSlam on Saturday. You are not on my level. As great as you are, Saturday night, I'm leaving World Heavyweight Champion. But hey, at least you'll be able to share the ring and finally feel like you feel what it's like to be in the ring with the one, the only, best in the world, CM Punk.
Bullshit. You can glare at me stupid all you want. You know I'm right.
I'm going to bring this up.
Punk
Okay.
used to be good back in the day.
I'm going to say this. I've always been and always will be a Punk fan. But hear me out. I don't care who wins. I just don't want a Jey Uso fight.
Yeah, I agree. As long as it's a good match, I don't care.
I don't want Gunther to lay down like I feel like he did at Mania.
Yeah, if we get a WrestleMania tap out, then it's gonna.
I was not okay. I was a Jey Uso fan.
Yeah,
I am a Jey Uso fan.
I
wanted Jey to win. We said that, but Jey had to earn it. That was Gunther going. Okay,
Yeah, pretty much.
I quit.
Pretty much. He's like, okay, I guess the match is over now.
And so it just felt very
And he goes,
weak and sad and
yeah.
hollow, shallow.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No.
If they go in there and, pardon my language, they beat the fucking hell out of each other, then I'm for it.
Yeah.
Let me see the blood, guts, gore.
That I would be fine with, but
Exactly.
I don't want to see, a headlock. Oh, reverse. Oh, I'm going to reverse it again, put you in a headlock. Oh, reverse it again. Oh, back flip. You another headlock. Oh, wait.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to see them using their finishers on each other and like hitting their finishers, then they kick out and then it's over.
By a simple choke out.
Like I said, time and time again, we need to go back. We need to watch Saturday Night Main Event because that was a great fight.
That should have been how WrestleMania.
You know what? Maybe we'll do that when we come. We'll come out. We usually come out here like 6:00. Maybe we'll come out here like 5:30, just to watch that match because that was a great match. Anyway, moving on because we do have limited time. We get to the fifth match tonight. Jey Uso, Bronson Reed, Paul Heyman at the side. It goes exactly as you would expect it to. Bronson Reed is nerfed tall fucking hell. He's basically just a big security guard at this point.
You absolutely hate that.
I do. This guy was going toe to toe on a weekly basis with Braun Strowman. He was putting bitches. He fucking took out Seth Rollins for like 6 weeks. He did all this crazy shit, and now he's getting beaten up weekly.
Yep.
By guys who have no reason to be able to beat him up that easily.
That boss you fight that now gets to be on your team.
Yeah.
The boss fight, your team boss.
Yeah, it's like going from a boss to having that boss as a playable character. They're reduced to like 1/10 of their power, if that. Anyway.
I mean, and to be fair, not to stay on the subject, but it's like when you're playing God of War on like Gimme God of War, and they're like one-shotting you, and then suddenly you're like, oh, I get to play as that character.
And then that character is getting one shot by like the basic bitch enemies, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Breaker comes out like halfway through the match. and he actually gets super kicked off the rape apron. Actually, wait, no, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He comes out way sooner. I forgot how much they fought after the match.
Yes.
Like
there was.
That's right. Jay lands a suicide dive, and then Braun Breaker comes out and he spears Jey Uso out on the floor, causing a DQ. Then they're beating the hell out of him. They roll him back into the ring. They're ganging on him, and they're setting him up for a tsunami. Roman Reigns comes down. He slams pretty much. He slams Reed's head on the top rope. He's throwing haymakers at Breaker.
This is the part that pisses you off. Because, like we said, these guys were literally, when they were solo, were literally beating the brakes off everybody.
Yeah.
Well, and now that they're a team, like, Jay comes down there, hits him, and they're like, oh.
Well, I feel like Braun Breaker is still a powerhouse. Bronson Reed, I feel like, is the one that has been significantly nerfed. Like, he went from being the Auszilla, like I said, going toe-to-toe with Braun Strowman, the big guy in WWE at the time. You know, sending him through the Titantron, doing all this crazy shit, taking Seth Rollins out for 6 weeks, barreling through everyone and everything in his path to now, a few super kicks and he's out on his ass.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're fighting outside. Reigns clotheslines Breaker over the top rope. Reed then blocks the Samoan drop by Reigns. Reigns sends Breaker shoulder first into the steel post. He helps Jey Uso on his feet. They super kick Breaker off the ring apron. Reigns delivers a Superman punch, but then Breaker spears Roman Reigns on the floor. He hits him with an inside-out lariat. He gets him with a gut punch. And then he follows the crisscross spear to Jay. And then Breaker drags Jay over to the corner. Breed delivers the tsunami. Reigns gets back up on his feet. Breaker hits him with another flying lariat over the announce table. And then he carries Roman back into the ring, goes for another tsunami. They're both talking smack to him. He dumps Reigns out of the ring. And then he spears both Jey Uso and Roman Reigns through the Timekeeper's area. And then, this is fucking so dumb. Reed steals Roman Reigns' shoes. He says, "These are mine now. I take whatever I want."
Wait, I don't know where that came from. We're going to get into that later. I think...
You know, to be fair, it's just like in every RPG you've ever played. Oh, we beat the enemy, take every single item they ever own. That I don't care if it's worth 1 copper piece. We're taking it. You know, their armor, their weapons, the fork they have in their back pocket. Is you sell them online. You're selling the loot. You beat the enemy, you take their stuff, you sell it for money. It's that simple. I can tell you, I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 recently. I do the exact same shit. Every single item I see, I pick on almost every single item I see. If there's a fork on the ground, that's mine. That's a gold coin. The enemy has, like, I don't know, a mug in their inventory worth, like, 1 gold. That's mine now, too. That's just how it is. He's a real gamer. I can tell Bronson Reed is a gamer from that one interaction. You know, maybe that's why Drew McIntyre was always stealing everybody's shit.
Oh, is that what it is?
I'm making shit up. But anyway, that's how we go off the air. Then we move over to NXT.
Well, you want to run down Raws real quick, or Discord, or we going to do the Discord all at once?
Well, you can do it all at once.
Okay. We're going to run to
NXT. We start off with another 10-bell salute to Hulk Hogan. And we just jump straight into the action. Our first match tonight, Jada Parker versus Jasmine Nix with Fatal Influence on the outside.
This was good.
This is always great. The NXT is always...
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. I am not a Jada Parker fan. Becoming, kind of like the Javon Evans thing. I'm becoming a Jada Parker fan. So I feel like we don't see Jasmine Nix wrestle enough.
No, absolutely not.
She always seems to kind of be the background for Fatal Influence.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad we got to see her, even though she got her ass whooped.
Is that
Like, Jada whooped her ass.
Miss Parker? Miss Parker? And
Wait, never mind. I was gonna make a dumb Spider-Man joke.
feel free, go ahead.
I don't even know what the joke was gonna be. I was gonna make some shit up about, is she the new Spider? I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway,
Jada Parker whoops her ass. She beats Jasmine Nix with the hypnotic. And
you know what was weird
what?
is they didn't help her really. That I remember.
No, they get into the ring and they basically spit on her dead corpse.
No. Nick, yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't. Did they?
No, I do not recall them helping her.
To be fair, I don't know if they had the time to. I think
do start yelling at her after the ring.
Yeah, like they get in there and they're like literally standing over her, like, "Get up! You're pathetic. You're a loser." I don't know if that's actually what they say, but that's essentially what they're saying is you suck. You know.
But here's the thing, they're like we said this about Grayson Waller and Austin Theory,
yeah.
and we didn't get the final moment because Theory got hurt.
Yeah.
But I want to see because we keep seeing the walls kind of slowly coming down.
Oh, she's absolutely gonna be the first one to turn on him. I literally said this when they went up against, I believe it was Jordan Grace and Miss Chris, Fallout porn star lady. What's her fucking name?
Blake Monroe.
Yeah, Blake Monroe.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, you remember exactly what I'm talking about.
The
Fallout. Remember the?
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Reel again.
Anyway, when they were going against her, or those two, Jasmine Nix didn't step in to help them at all. It was just JC and Fallon Henley that got it. The one in there, they got beat up, and then as they got tossed to the outside like wet towels. I'm stealing that from Gunther, but she's standing there holding the NXT Championship.
Here's what I see. When is it? Is it Bound for Glory?
I think so. I think that's the next pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
And then JC has to defend her title against Masha?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I thought that was...
Is that next week?
No, I thought that was this week on TNA, wasn't it? That was last night, wasn't it?
Was it last night?
Yeah. Because it got interrupted by...
Yeah, so we're going to get another one.
Yeah, it got interrupted by Ash for Elegance. But I do think you're right. That's when we see not JC Jane, Fallon, no, Jasmine Nix turn on her. But then we have backstage Javon Evans talking to High Rise. Javon says that High Rise allowed Trick Williams to go out there wearing that goofy ass outfit only to not have his back against The Undertaker last week. You know, I was, and then he's eavesdropping on a teaching lesson from Chase U.
Yeah. Javon was backstage sitting through 99% of the night.
Yeah. Mr. Chase
kind of thing going on.
Mr. Chase tells Cale Dixon and Uriah Connors, go after the big dogs. And Javon says, I'm taking some advice I got from The Undertaker last week. So then Javon Evans comes out there and he says, damn, I ain't gonna lie, last week was crazy as hell. You know what I mean? Houston was on fire. The young OG met The Undertaker. We're talking about a legend. We're talking about a Hall of Famer. And this Hall of Famer gave me some legendary advice. So then I should go after the biggest dog in the yard. Well, guess what, gang? The young OG's in the ring, solo dolo. So we might as well do it. What's up?
And then Trick Williams comes out. And he's like, woof, woof. The biggest dog is finally arrived. Hey, look, Javon. I know you're on your high horse. I know you've been talking to the dead man and everything like that. But let me give you some advice, dog. 3 things you shouldn't do. Pull Superman's cape, try Trick Williams, or try to be the biggest box office draw in NXT or TNA has to offer, which happens to be Trick Williams. Now look here, dog. We've done this dance before, and we know how that turned out last time. And the crazy thing about it is, Trick Williams is higher now than ever. So I suggest you mind your business while grown folks talking.
Trick, bro. Slow down. You're coming out here with all this big dog energy, knowing damn well that you got your ass chokeslammed last week by the Undertaker. Right back to hell. What you talking about?
Hold on. Because that's crazy. Because I didn't deserve that right there, Tavon. But you're right. I did get slammed by the Undertaker. But the fact still remains that I'm still the TNA champion. Hold on. I'm still the biggest thing in NXT. Hold on. I'm still the biggest thing in TNA. Hold on. The biggest thing you could do wrong is try Trick Williams. Let's talk about it.
Oh, okay. My bad. I wasn't even talking about your ass, gang. I was actually talking about the NXT champion, Oba Femi.
Okay, hold on. Because you're out here disrespecting me again, that's cool. You could be talking about Oba Femi, but the truth is, Oba wishes he was Trick Willie. I'm not sure about that.
I don't think he does.
I'm not sure he's sitting in the mirror going, man, I wish I was Trick Williams.
I don't think so. I think that might be the other way around, actually. Anyway,
let's talk about it. Because we all saw him last week. He had lust in his eyes. He wishes he had this title. And I have on my shoulder. Let's talk about it. And since he wants it so bad, I'm going to take what he has and make it myself a 2-time champion. Watch out, JC Jane. Quickly coming to the top. Right next to you. Taking over both brands.
And that's where we have a problem. Because if you get in my way of the NXT Championship, I have no problems erasing your ass from the equation. And that's facts. Then we have Wesley's punk ass coming down to the ring. He says, hey, yo, Trick, don't you dare let that young whippersnapper get under your skin like this. And as crazy as it is for me to say this, Javon, you're right, dog. You should be calling out Oba Femi. But Trick Williams is on a whole different level than you, dog.
Let's talk about it.
Now, you see, Undertaker gave the right advice, but he unfortunately gave it to the wrong person. See, you don't quite understand what it takes to be a champion just yet. Some people have a very special place, a special connection within the WWE Universe. They leave the crowd captivated every night, but oftentimes they leave themselves empty-handed. Now, these are just straight facts, coming from the greatest North American champion ever, and a 3-time world champion. Now, you're going to have a great journey towards the championship, but unfortunately, it is a... Ooh!
All right?
Yeah. But unfortunately, it is a long, long ways away. You're definitely not going to get close to Trick Williams, because the high rise is going to stop you dead in your tracks. Javon's like, all right. I see where this is going. Well, if I'm going to start tonight. I'm going to start with Wes, and I'm going to go out a fighter. So he punches Wesley in the face, but that's literally the only offense he gets before he gets jumped by 4 guys. The high-rise Wesley and Trick Williams all taking shots at him. Lee hits him with the cardiac kick, after they jump his ass, Wes gets him and he says, hey, yo, I'm going to go and talk to Ava and get this thing popping so I can leave your ass laying one more time. This is fucking great.
I love this because you get Kyle Dixon and Uriah Connors, and they're standing outside the locker room, and they're like, is he in there? Yeah, they should be in there. And they got
Do you
these
know?
steel-
Do you know they're in
And
there?
they got these steel chairs in their hand, and they're like back and forth, like, "Are you sure?"
I don't know. Did you check?
And they open the door, and they're like, "Yep, they're in there."
But they definitely saw him, and he's like, "Okay, we're gonna go in and we're gonna beat him up to get our shot at the tag team titles." Okay, but are we going in on 1, 2, 3, go, or are we going on 1, 2, then go? 1, 2, 3, then go. Okay, 1, 2, and then they both rush in, and they're holding
And
up.
they got the chairs above their heads. They're like, "Whoa, guys, what are you like?"
We're here to beat you up and get a shot at the tag titles. It's like, you could have just asked. I'm like, wait, really? And then fucking
Chase walks in.
yeah, Chase comes and is like, "What are you guys doing?" They're like, "We were gonna beat them up for a shot at the tag titles." Like, wait, what? Well, guys, I did not tell them to do this. I am so sorry.
And they're like, "They're fine. They got a title shot."
Oh, it was absolutely beautiful.
The- we got. Are they in there? Yeah, should be. Yeah.
You didn't check if they're in there.
It was. I love it.
It was absolute cinema, is what it was.
And then like Hang and Tang are like, "Whoa, hold on, whoa." They're like,
We'll just give you a title shot. Please don't hit it with a steel chair. But you know what? I gotta say, in their defense, that does usually work.
I agree. It was great that they're like, "Whoa, wait a minute, guy, hold on."
You could have just asked.
Like, we'll fight.
Just don't hit us with steel chairs, bro. It's not that serious. Anyway, then we get our second match tonight with Charlie Dempsey and Ren Sinclair versus Tavion Heights. If Tavion wins, he gets to if he wins, he gets to leave the No Quarter Catch crew. And I'm gonna say this was a phenomenal match.
It was absolutely what the first match should have been.
I agree. Tavion coming in there, showing off his power, showing off his athleticism, and a surprising amount of technical skill, which we didn't really get to see last time. Charlie Dempsey is obviously using all of his technical abilities, all the things he's learned over the years. But this time, Tavion manages to pick up the victory with the side belly suplex. And then after the match, I honestly did not expect this. Charlie actually shakes his hand.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting that. I was expecting Charlie to get up, kick him in the dick, fucking curb stomp his ass into the cement, all this shit. But I'm glad he finally had a change of heart. I'm glad he's not just being a douchebag about it.
Oh, he will be, but yeah.
But this is also curious as to where this leaves Charlie Dempsey and Ren Sinclair.
Yeah, because,
Or kind of it. So, I don't know. Anyway. We backstage, we see Trick Williams talking to the High Rise. Wesley tells Trick that he'll take Javon Evans out of the picture tonight. And he wants to make sure that Trick will give his boys a shot at the TNA World Tag Team titles. Then Santina Marilla comes in and he's like, I'm not buying this Trick and A jargon. I have the power at TNA. But I'm not here tonight as the director of authority at TNA. I'm here as a WWE superstar, and I'm here to save North America from Ethan Page. Trick, don't get comfortable with that TNA World Championship because it's coming home soon. Then Blake Monroe comes down to the ring. And she says, Booker T, darling, the name is Blake Monroe, so learn it, love it, and don't ever do that again. Unless you want to end up in a medical facility like Jordan Grace. Now, to the question everybody has been asking, why Jordan Grace? Because the answer is so simple. Jordan isn't good enough. And that's a feeling I'm sure most of you know, but I've seen protein shakes with more personality than JG. She's just not a superstar. She's more of a background player, or as some might say, an extra. Yikes, but let's get serious. This is the deepest division in women's wrestling, and you can't have a champion who looks like this. Now, I know what you're all thinking. I get it. Blake, Jordan, she's transformed herself. But I know when she's alone and she looks in the mirror, she doesn't see a juggernaut. She sees that photo, and that is not championship material. That's gym membership material. But this is what you call star power. This is what you build a brand around. WWE knew about me before I even decided to wrestle, and I was influencing all of you to buy t-shirts and going viral just looking like this. Oh, delicious. Because when you look this good, you don't need to change a thing. So I'm not here to play nice. I'm here I'm here what this brand revolves around. So you all can feel bad for JG because she's your little underdog. She can bench press 300 pounds, but she can't carry a woman's division.
And then Lola Vice shows up. And she's like, Blake, can you do us all a favor and shut the hell up? I don't understand how you can be so beautiful but so ugly inside, man. You know what? You're right. We do have the deepest women's division. But you're not going to be the champion of it. You want to talk about star power? Star power is me flying across the world to represent WWE and AAA. Not taking selfies backstage. Star power is creating viral moments, like I did, dancing with a Hall of Famer Nikki Bella at Evolution. So, if there's anyone, and I mean anyone, and then Jada Parker shows up.
She said, hold on. No, baby. Ain't nobody trying to see all that. I promise you. It's crazy to me, because all I keep hearing is evolution this, viral moment that. Y'all love talking about your little moments, about somebody that made you relevant. I don't need any of that, baby. I don't need no Bella Twins. I don't need no betrayal. And I damn sure don't need anybody else to make any type of noise. I am Jada Parker. Understand that. Y'all saw what I did to Jasmine Nix earlier. I'm not chasing clout. I'm chasing that NXT championship.
And then Blake Monroe, like, oh dear. I had so much hope for the both of you. But you're just going to be little JG Juniors, aren't you?
Then Jordan Grace's music hits, but Kalani Jordan comes out instead. And she says, oops, my bad. I guess I'm not the Jordan you were looking for. Well, always expect the unexpected here in NXT. Look, at Evolution it was amazing. NXT represented. But I'm not here to talk about the past. I'm here to talk about the future. And you can't talk about the future without talking about Kalani Jordan. Excuse me. But for some reason, Blake, you think you're the hottest signee in sports entertainment. So how about you prove it against a former champion? But the truth is, Blake, even on your best, you can't do it like Lonnie can.
And then Blake is like, that's cute, come on. Finally got a personality. How about next week? I put you with Jordan Grace in a medical facility.
Then she headbutts Jordan in the face, and all fucking hell starts breaking loose. Kalani drop kicks Blake to the floor. Then Jordan and Vice are standing tall in the ring. But what's absolutely beautiful, what's absolutely gorgeous about this whole thing is as Jada Parker and Blake Monroe are like getting pushed out of the arena.
Oh yeah.
Blake tries to put her arm around Jada Parker, and Jada shoves her ass like, "Get the hell away from me! What you doing?" It's beautiful. Ain't nobody want Blake around. Then we go backstage. Tatum Paxley tells Izzy that she doesn't want to get ahead of herself, but she wants to face Sol Ruca for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Izzy reminds her that you have to pin a champion in order to get a title shot. Then Sean Spears comes in. He tells Paxley, you've been a great asset to the calling. Because of your big victory last week, you will get a shot for the North American Championship next week. Izzy says that Sol got lucky at the Great American Bash, but Paxley will have the calling in her corner next week to make sure she brings the title home. Paxley's on cloud 9. She's saying, like, I love my new family. And then we see Luca Crucifino walk into frame as the Culling walk away. And he says, "No family lasts forever."
Let me get to this for a second. Is this where, I know it hasn't been that long, but
Yes.
is this where Izzy turns on Tatum
I don't think so.
and Tatum or Izzy gets kicked out of the Culling? Tatum stays.
I was gonna say that. I think if anything, I think Izzy's gonna be the one that gets kicked out. I think Tatum's gonna betray her and get Izzy kicked out. I don't know where that's gonna go, but it'll be interesting either way. But then we get to our third match tonight: Lash Legend versus Fallon Henley with Fatal Influence. And once again, as you would expect. Actually, no, because if I remember correctly, they actually get involved this time. Or do they? They do. Because Legend hits Jasmine Nix, who's not in the match. So yeah, they get involved this time. Unlike with Jasmine Nix's match, where they just kind of let her get her ass whooped. But they're getting involved. They're causing distractions. Ugh. Oh, that's right. Because JC Jane comes in, tries to hit Legend with a belt shot. Legend managed to avoid it, hit her with a pump kick. But then, I completely forgot about this.
What?
Nia Jax comes out there.
And I've looked into this.
She attacks Lash Legend from behind. She rolls her back into the ring. Then Henley connects with the Famouser, picking up the victory. Then Jax delivers another cheap shot after the bell rings, and she plants her with the Annihilator.
This is because supposedly right after SummerSlam we're supposed to do
The draft.
the draft.
Yeah.
Within like the next week or two. Lash is going up to challenge Jax. Or
Nia.
Nia Jax.
That'd be a pretty good fight, I think. But also challenge her for what? Just challenge, like, fighting her, I
Yeah.
guess. Which is fair. Where's the dog?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just making sure he's not pooping everywhere again.
Probably not. He's probably in bed.
Welcome. Glad you're here.
Probably in my room.
Probably.
Thank you for closing the door.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
And I like this, but I don't know. I know where it's going, but I'm curious on where it's going. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I like this story, but Imahara.
Gets into an altercation backstage with Briggs. They have to get separated by superstars, and then Stax reminds Yoshiki there's no loyalty, honor, or family in this business. And Yoshiki slaps him so fucking hard that he ends up on his ass. I mean, boom! And Stax is like he broke his fucking jaw.
Yeah, that was pretty.
And then Yoshiki tells him, "I'll show you my honor next week." So they're obviously having a match next week. Then we get to, is this the main event, right? Right? I'm not crazy? Yes, we get to the main.
No, the main event is Santina.
That's right. We get to the fourth match tonight, Javon Evans versus Wesley. Once again, phenomenal match. Trick Williams is out on commentary, obviously, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't actually get involved. I'm pretty sure High Rise tries to get involved, but he manages to bitch slap them away. But this is a great match. I mean, you have two high flyers. Obviously, Wesley has more experience than Javon Evans, but Javon Evans coming in there, showing exactly why he is the young OG, the moment maker, all this and that. He manages to pick up the victory with the flying cutter. And then, oh right, I forget. It's been like 2 days. It's been more than an hour. I've slept since then, so I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. Obafemi comes down to the ring. and they have a standoff. So I'm going to be very excited for this matchup because I'm willing to bet you that Javon wins it and Oba goes up.
Oh yeah.
And if he does, he needs to go after Gunther.
Oh my.
That right there is poetry. Then Vic Joseph has a sit-down interview with Miles Bourne, and Miles says that Lexis King is just stirring the pot. I have a legitimate hearing disability. The doctors gave me a 15% chance of living. I lost 90% of my hearing in both ears. Communication has never been my thing. I had to learn to read lips when I was young just so I could understand what people were saying. You know, there have always been people, there are always going to be doubters like Lexis King. Then Lexis comes into Ava's office. He says that Miles is lying about being deaf. He calls him a charlatan and that Ava is continuously being a fool. And then he says, perhaps one of the stupidest lines that has ever been uttered in wrestling television. If Miles is deaf, then how can he wrestle? Like, that impedes your ability to wrestle, I guess. I don't know.
I was right. It's in my room. Like it.
Yeah.
You doing thing?
But Ava's like, Lexis, shut the hell up. You're having a match with him next week, and I don't know what crack Lexis is smoking, but I want nothing to do with it.
I don't even know if Lexus knows.
I don't think it does. But we find out the next week Blake Monroe will face Kalani Jordan. And then we get to our fifth and final match of the night, Ethan Page versus Santina Marella for the WWE NXT North American Championship. Is there interference in this match? I don't think so. I don't remember there being any interference. No, I don't think so. But I know that Ethan's a cheating little scumbag. He pokes Santina in the eyes as he's going for the Cobra. He connects with the Twisted Brain to pick up the victory. And then after the match, as we're going off the air, we go to some undisclosed location where we see Tony D'Angelo sitting at the head of a table. He's waiting for a meeting, and then someone walks into the room, casting a shadow over him as the show goes off the air. And that's all we get.
Well, there's a little more to it because the waiter or whatever is like, how are you tonight, Don? And he's like, I'm not the Don anymore. There is no more family.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's just Tony.
So I'm interested to see where this is headed.
So while you go and start with TNA, I'm going to...
But with Emergence, quickly approaching on August 15th, the path to Bound for Glory continues on TNA Impact from Kingston, Rhode Island. After becoming the youngest X Division champion of all time, Leon Slater has his first title defense in a three-way match against Cedric Alexander and Jason Hotch. And I'll be honest, this match was good, but it was good. That's all I'm going to say. It wasn't great, but it was good. For a first title defense, it was a solid start. Slater managed to hit Hotch with a modified Twisted Slate, followed by the Swanton 450 to retain the title. And then, does that come down later down the line? I don't think it shows us. But after the match, backstage, Cedric Alexander comes in. He's talking to Leon Slater, and he's like, that was a good first title defense, but you didn't beat me. And Slater's like, yeah, but I still won. I'm still the champion. But you didn't pin me. So, obviously, that's leading towards another one-on-one match between them. I would imagine at, Evolution? Emergence. I imagine they're going to have a match at Emergence, if not next week. Then we have Gabby Laspiza interviewing Masha Slamovich. And she's promising a violent victory in her rematch against Knockouts World Champion JC Jane tonight. Alright, after that, Leon Slater, Cedric Alexander they'll have a single showdown. Then, Victoria Crawford offered her mentorship towards Dani Luna and Indy Hartwell. She got them a tag team match against Jody Threat and NXT's Ariana Grace. So, this is obviously former Spitfire partners. Luna and Threat square off. But you can see there's a lot of hesitation between the two. They don't want to hurt each other. They're hesitant to tag in against one another and take the opportunities, which opens up the opportunity for Ariana Grace to come in. She gets Luna in, who counters the pop shove into a Luna standing for the 3 count. So
Luna, they didn't want to fight.
They did not, no.
They were like trying not to fight.
Yeah, you can see there was a lot of hesitation, but eventually Luna manages to pull through. She gets the Luna landing for the 3 count. Is that, I assume that's meant to be a play on like lunar landing? At least that's how I would have done it. Anyway, then
which is something else I want to bring up.
What?
Ariana Grace.
Yes.
She was supposed to be done with TNA.
No, she was done with NXT, I thought.
Was it NXT?
I don't fucking know.
Anyway.
Jake something has a little, not even interview, but like a little promo vignette thing where he says that he's going after Steve Macklin and the TNA International Championship, which of course, Steve Macklin steps as soon as he's done speaking, he steps in the frame and they basically like nose to nose square off against each other. So we're obviously getting that.
This is actually kind of cool. The Nemesis is after, yeah. The Nemesis, and this is a good match-ish.
Yeah.
For the Nemesis versus the Rascals.
Yeah, because the Nemesis come down there, they said, we were cheated out of our titles
Well,
this anniversary. No, it's
yeah, after.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's right. They have a match against the Rascals for not number 1 contendership. I think it's just a match. I don't think it's like a
match right
now. But they lose, the Nemesis lose, the Rascals beat them with the Flame on Cutter. Oh no, I'm sorry, the Spiral Tap.
Final tap. Spiral tap, yeah.
And then after the match, the Nemesis refused to leave the ring. They say, we were robbed out of our titles this anniversary. The Hardys didn't even beat us. They won. Well, how do they word it? A show match with a magic ladder or something like that. So we're invoking our rematch clause against the Hardys at Emergence. Ryan's shitting on the fans, their hometown of Rhode Island, and that's when the hometown man comes down under their fence. The Nemesis beat his ass, and they take off his mask. Security comes down. Security comes down there with a fucking towel and throws it over his head. And then Nemeth starts laying out security with super kicks. The Rascals come down back, and
the Nemesis jump out of the ring. They leave their mask.
Yeah.
So he hands it back to him.
Yeah. And then Frank Kazarian comes down. He's like, I was disrespected by TNA management after being ejected from ringside last week during the main event. That's kind of it. I don't think he says anything else. He's just like, I was disrespected. No, bitch. You disrespected yourself and the entire industry when you decided to help Trick Williams, you dumb sack of shit. Anyway. Mike Santana has, comes out, addresses the events of Slammiversary, where he came up short.
He said he watched his daughter crying.
Yeah, and he's like, I had to, put my own emotions to the side, be a father to her. But I promise you, I will capture the TNA World Championship. It's not a matter of if, but when? So then we get the official announcement that Cedric Alexander will challenge Leon Slater for the X Division Championship at Emergence, just like I said. And then after being dethroned by JC Jane, Masha Slamovich gets her contractual rematch for the Knockouts World Championship. But Ash by Elegance, the trifling snake bitch that she is, comes out. She caused the disqualification. So Masha technically wins the match, but she doesn't actually get anything out of it. Then after the bell, Fatal Influence comes down to the ring along with the Elegance brand. But then Zaya Brookside and Li Yang Lee come out. They chase everybody off. They help Masha back up to her feet. So I assume that might be, I'm guessing, like a 9-way triple threat match or some that'd be really cool. It'd be chaotic, but it'd be really cool. As long as they use the smart rules and not the brain dead rules of actually having everyone in the ring at the same. Anyway, moving on.
That's the smart rule or the brain dead rule?
The smart rule is having 3 people in at the same time, rather than the brain dead of, oh, there's only 2 in at one time, and you can tag in a different team. What? Shut the fuck up. That's stupid. Anyway.
Then we get the injury report.
Yep, and we get backstage. Casey Navarro has not been medically cleared to compete tonight in the 6-man tag team main event. So it's now going to be Trick Williams and AJ Francis versus Moose and Andy Edwards in a traditional tag team contest. And Trick Williams and Francis are both pissed off. Like, get your sorry bitch ass up.
Get crutches and get out there.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna say it's gonna be so satisfying. It's gonna be so satisfying when Casey Navarro finally gets fed up with AJ's bullshit and just kicks him in his fucking teeth. I can't wait for it. Anyway.
It's gonna happen. It might even be how Trick loses the title.
It might be. That'd be pretty great, honestly. But then Mara Sade has arrived in TNA Wrestling and is going to compete in her first TNA singles match next Thursday.
Oh,
that's right. Director of Authority makes it official. Next Thursday, Ash by Elegance will challenge JC Jane for the TNA Knockouts World Championship with Heather and M by Elegance banned from ringside. The winner will defend against Masha Slamovich. So obvious, but here's the thing. He says that Heather and M are banned. He did not say Fatal Influence was banned. So therefore, JC retains. I swear to God, Masha better get that goddamn title back. I don't care if she has to cheat to do it. I really don't. She could come out there and knock the referee out, bash JC's skull with the title for all I care. Bring the title back from her conniving ass.
Mm-hmm. That's how you really feel, sorry.
I just did. Anyway.
Now you can go to Marie Sade.
Yeah, she is having her first singles match next Thursday. And then Order 4 holds a Slammiversary victory rally following Mustafa Ali's victory.
Mustuja.
Shut up. It's been a long day, okay? Against his winner, Cedric Alexander. He blames Joe Hendry for the disorder in TNA Wrestling, citing his loss of the TNA World Championship to NXT, Trick Williams. And then
he goes,
say his name, and
he goes, this is everything that's going on wrong with TNA right now is the fault of one man,
Joe Hendry. And then he goes on to say,
as soon as Hendry comes out of his mouth, Joe's music hits.
And he comes back there.
But hold on. The look on Mustafa's face is like,
yeah. But he's making fun of Order 4. He shows like pictures of Jason Hotch, which is like a little like wrestling plushie with his
little wrestling buddy.
Yeah, with Jason Hotch's like face like stapled onto it, and it shows him going back, buying a Joe Hendry shirt, buying an Ali shirt, and then wiping his ass with it. Was I don't know what the fuck that was, honestly. That felt so random and It was weird. Anyway, he challenges Ali to a match tonight, but Ali says no. I'll face you next week.
And it's to give him time.
Yeah, to prepare. To give Joe Hendry time to prepare to lose, and the fans time to prepare to whatever the fuck, I don't know. Then we have Tom Hannifin conducting an emotional interview with Sami Callihan, where he reveals his ongoing struggle with his body image. And he's like, you know what? Maybe it's time for him to retire. But I want a match against the main man of TNA right now, Mike Santana. And if I win, maybe I've still got a run in maybe. Maybe I'll become the Death Machine again. But if I lose, maybe everything Moose said is right. Maybe it's time I pack up my bags and retire, basically. Then we get Trick Williams and AJ Francis versus Casey Navarro and the System.
You mean with Casey Navarro?
Yes. Long day. Shut up. But we get the main event of the night, which is honestly pretty good. Obviously, KC's out there trying his best to do what he can on crutches, attacking people with the crutches and shit. I don't know. It was weird.
Didn't he screw up?
Did he? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah. Navarro accidentally hits Trick Williams with his crutch.
Yeah.
Which Moose uses and spears to pick up the victory over the TNA World Champion. So obviously, he's going to get a title shot. And guess what, Tricky Boy? You don't have the numbers advantage anymore because he has the System with him. So suck it. Anyway.
Okay. Let me throw this in there because we're about right on track. Let me throw this in there for a second. I don't know if I'm a Moose fan yet. I've never been a Moose fan.
Exactly, but what if Moose does get it?
Where I'm going with this. Is Moose better than Trick?
Yes. Absolutely. Is that even a question?
It was a question.
It shouldn't be.
Like I said, I don't like Moose.
But he's not near as arrogant as Trick Williams.
Moose has had his moment. But here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. Moose is playing. The System is turning face, or our face now. Could Moose be the one to take Trick finally?
That's
out of the equation.
That's basically what I just said.
I know, but I'm saying
yes.
You think he can?
I mean, considering that the only reason Trick Williams has retained the title is because he's a cheating prick. And the Moose...
But you know what? Here, going back to exactly what you just said. If they play the WWE card lately, we've had the faces cheating right alongside the heels. When they're cheat, they start cheating. They do that, it might be great.
That's what I'm saying. Moose has the System to back him up. It's not a 1v4 or whatever the shit. So yeah. Anyway. That's how we go off the air for TNA. And next week we have Steve Macklin versus Jake Something for the International Championship.
Did you say Moose won?
Yes.
Okay.
We have Emmett Heather by Elegance versus Zaya Brookside and Li Yang Lee. We have JC Jane versus Us by Elegance for the TNA Knockouts Championship. And Joe Hendry versus Mustafa Ali. Now, moving on to Discord.
Which there's not a whole bunch.
There's a pretty decent chunk for Raw. But we have... I'm not going to play the video because it's just her explaining what the means, and it basically just means, hey, look at me, I did something cool, and that's really all it started as something she just did for fun, and then people started reacting to it, so she started doing it more. Like whenever she does a drop kick off the top rope or anything she thinks cool, she's like I'm fucking cool.
It kind of goes back to the John Cena thing.
Yeah.
And from the story I heard, I might be 100% wrong, but the story I heard was when he got, super famous and whatever, he would always. That was something he would always do to like his brothers or whatever when he like they were playing, fighting, whatever. Where you can't see me, and his brother's like, I bet you won't do that on TV.
And then he did it.
He's like, all right,
yeah,
I got you. My first match, I'll do it. And it wound up just becoming
his thing.
So
a large German man pretending to be an American dude, pretending to be a luchador, is over like Rover in Mexico. Pro wrestling, man, nothing like it. Absolutely agree. And this is a video from Drew McIntyre saying that he's stranded in Britain. His wife had to go home to take care of their sick cat, apparently, because for some reason his passport isn't working. He's blaming Jelly Roll for it, saying that he's using his 15 minutes of fame or something like that. And then after SummerSlam, after he beats his ass, he's gonna gain all the weight back and look like a cow. That's just this like a minute 30, 2-minute video, and that's basically what he says. So
pretty much, yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah,
this is as of the 27th.
Yeah, he was stuck in Britain. And I really like this. He saw Jelly Roll was gonna pin him, and he decided to just throw his passport into the river. Like, nah, man, I can't let that happen. I can't get pinned by Jelly Roll on national television. I guess it's not national television anymore. It's Netflix, but Peacock, whatever the fuck. Anyway, Triple H turned 56 today. Actually, 27th. Yeah, the 27th. So like almost a week ago. So happy late birthday. He also revealed that Triple Mania will be streaming live on YouTube on August 16th. So that's kind of cool.
And I said I wasn't going to post anymore when it came to Hulk Hogan's death. But I also said that if there was something interesting, I would bring it up. This is something that, unfortunately, I felt we need to bring up.
He says, for the people who want to go after Hogan for doing this or that, you know what? How about fuck you, man? He's dead. How about his kids, man? Can't you just lay off the man? Ain't nothing going to change now. It's sensationalism. It's, I never liked him anyway. Who gives a fuck? I think about his kids. Think about his friends and family. And if you don't have anything good to say, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And again, like I said, here's the thing. Y'all like, oh, he said this, he did this. Guess what? It's never going to change now.
He's dead. Yeah.
Respect for what he was. And also, I did not post this, but it did get released late yesterday, I believe. His cause of death was a heart attack.
I thought we knew that.
They suspected it, but they wasn't official. And you like this. You wish you would.
Yeah, this is the original. I'm not going to say it would have been better, considering what we got looked great.
This was on Unreal, so go ahead and watch Unreal. We haven't watched it yet.
No. But this was the original card for WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the championship, which we got. We had Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, which we kind of got, but we added CM Punk into it. We were originally going to have CM Punk versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. That obviously didn't happen. Punk went against Roman and Rollins. Gunther went against Jey Uso. Then we had Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair, which we got, but once again, Io was added into the mix. Orton versus KO, which didn't happen because KO got hurt. We had a 10-person mixed tag match between the Wyatts and the Judgment Day, which I think would have been awesome. We had Cargill versus Jax for the WWE Women's title. I feel like that could have been a pretty good fight. We had the Women's Tag Champs with Lynch and Flair versus Io Sky and Asuka. Now that
was an okay match.
Becky Lynch and Flair.
I think they were both going to be heroes.
That does make sense, yeah. That would have been interesting, actually. I feel like that could have been kind of cool.
But I like the path that they took with Flair now.
I agree, absolutely. We had Styles versus Paul, which we got, unfortunately. Bad Bunny versus Dominic Mysterio. So glad that didn't happen. This, I feel like, would have been great. Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre. I could care less about Stone Cold Steve Austin being the referee. But this, I feel like, would be I'm excited to see this match in the future. Like, this would be a great fight. These are two big, powerful boys.
100%.
Then we have Rey Mysterio with Travis Scott for some ungodly reason versus Chad Gable. Once again, we were planning to get this at WrestleMania, but unfortunately Rey got hurt as well. We had a
Intercontinental ladder match
with
Jey Uso, Priest,
Sami Zayn,
Sheamus, Bronson Reed,
and
Ludwig Kaiser.
Yep. Then we had a U.S. ladder match with LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso, and LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso versus Andrade versus Solo Sikoa versus Santina Escobar versus Carmelo Hayes versus Nakamura. That would have been a clusterfuck.
But yeah, supposedly that was the card that was originally talked about. So
I feel like I'm gonna.
here's your thing.
I know you like this.
Let me say this. This is why I posed it. I told you already.
He stole Roman Reigns' shoes after he got speared. This motherfucker is Australian Debo. If you've ever watched Friday, you know who we're referring to. He's a mime now.
Gold chain, bicycle.
Yeah. Rusev challenges Sheamus to a match next week on Raw, which we already knew about. Well, actually, I don't think we talked about it, but we didn't actually get this in the States.
And here's what we were talking about. Okay, which we're going to get to more here in a minute. But, so now we have Chad Gable, El Grande Americano. We have Ludwig Kaiser, El Grande Americano.
And now we have Pete Dunne, whatever the fuck I don't even know if this is El Grande. I don't know what this is.
They were calling him El Grande Americano. So now we have 3 El Grandes. And still we don't know who the original was. We know who the original was, but
we don't know who any of them are. They have masks on.
Yeah, technically.
Anyway.
But, and this...
Yeah, this is just Lyra beating the hell out of Becky because she knew what was up.
I thought it was great, though.
Huh. I don't know why I'm so tired.
I thought this was interesting.
Hulk Hogan was the last WWF champion and the first WWE champion. That makes sense. He was Hulk Hogan after all. And I'm not going to show this because it's extremely loud. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just the speakers being really loud, but this shit was loud as hell. But as Bronson Reed is walking out, he's like, "I'll take your shoes next." You probably got some weak ass shoes on too. It's like a crowd, a member of the audience or some shit.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
It was so silly.
And this, I like this. This is Battle Royal next year.
At the El Grande Americano Battle Royale, just everybody wearing. It'll be great.
Sadly, I think that's where it's going.
Probably. And once again, I'm not going to show this, but this is just a video of them coming to the airport and Miles Bourne kind of like, not pushing the fans away, but making sure they're not. And this is also just, look, I get it. Leave them the fuck alone, please.
You know you're going to get this.
I know. I understand that, but I'm asking, like, as someone who's not even famous, leave them alone, bro. If you wanna do all this and that, do it like at the events or whatever. I don't know. This is
their time.
Yeah, and they just got off a plane, bro.
They got off a plane.
They're probably jet lagged to hell. Like, bro, leave them alone, please. And this, I'm going to be completely honest. This seems so This seems staged to me because like Jey Uso is coming into security, trying to park at like their arena or whatever. I guess they're going into, and the security guard's like, "I'm here. I have a reservation for Mark Henry and some other folks." He's like, "I'm Jey Uso," and he's like, "Uso, you're not on the list." And he's like, "Mark Henry's right behind me. He can vouch for me." And I'm like, what? I don't know. It seemed a little iffy to me personally. But apparently they're building like a stage for SummerSlam, so that's kind of...
here's the thing. We've never had like a true stage.
Yeah.
They're talking like WrestleMania type stage.
Yeah.
Like a big,
Yeah.
huge stage.
Yeah.
Not...
I mean, it's going to 2 nights, so that makes sense, you know. WWE officials are confident that Drew McIntyre's passport will be reflected. Yeah, of course they're going to be.
But he is not back in the States yet.
Yeah, according to reports.
Yeah.
Jey Uso says Braun Breaker has a more devastating spear than Roman Reigns. Once again, anyone with even a percentage of a brain cell can figure this out.
Can I say this? You know who they need to ask?
Who?
Ask Carlito.
Yeah.
Did he ever get speared by Roman Reigns? You know what? I don't think it matters.
That boy, when he got speared, suddenly got powers of the Flash.
Yeah, he got instantaneous teleportation. He didn't get the Flash powers. He got Goku's powers. He got instant transmission. He was one instance he was here, the other instance he was on the other side of the ring. Because
he got Nightcrawler. When he could see it, he could teleport.
Yeah, Finn Balor blinked and fucking he was gone. I was like, where the hell did he?
I still love that. And Carlito just took that.
Yeah, you didn't even see him move. it was like the Roadrunner, where you just see the dust, like the dust outline they leave behind.
He was just gone.
Roxanne, on what she told AJ Lee about their dream match together, I definitely told her that I don't want to be 80 years old, so make it quicker, okay?
I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I agree. We don't need freaking 60-year-olds wrestling.
Yeah, we don't need another Gunther. Okay? And like I said, I don't post a lot of this stuff, but I never seen this.
Yeah, I never seen her. I think she looks good either way, but I just never seen her with her hair down.
I don't know. I kind of like it in the braids.
Yeah, I agree. I think it helps with the aesthetic she's going for as like the pit bull. But yeah, I think she looks fine either way. And this was a photo of Vince McMahon's car after his crash on Thursday night. He apparently didn't suffer any serious injuries, but god damn.
Lucky.
That doesn't even look like a car crash. That looks like fucking acid or something melted through his car. Like, am I? That doesn't even look like a car crash. Because the rest of it doesn't even look scuffed. Like the glass didn't shatter. Nothing else seems fucked up or anything. This looks like, I don't know. Like either someone poured acid on it or Magneto would just like...
It was supposedly a real crash. Like I tried to...
Oh, I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm just saying like that's insane. That doesn't look like a car crash. Like I said, it looks like either someone poured hydrochloric acid on it or Magneto just...
What might have caught on fire? Maybe? And that's the melting stuff?
Maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know. But they reported that Vince McMahon was involved in a bad car accident around 9 a.m. on Thursday in Connecticut. He was issued a misdemeanor summons for reckless driving and following too closely, resulting in an accident. He will have to appear in court late next month. You're telling me that following too closely caused this?
Probably.
I don't know.
Then that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not saying it's fake or anything. I am by no means a car expert. But if he was following too closely to a car...
maybe...
If he was following too closely, the car in front should have probably would have stopped the.
I don't know.
Yeah, like if it, I assume
he would've
it.
swerved.
I guess
Like if they hit their brakes, he would have tried to swerve, and like that might even be the
like
peel.
I guess so. Maybe I guess that could kind of make sense. I've just never seen.
Yeah, because it could have got clipped on the side.
Oh,
There was a
I
car
kind of
coming.
see it. Yeah.
He got clipped
Like
up
it,
in the front.
like it got torn back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see
And
it.
that's what you're seeing. It's not melted, but back
It's
there by
like
the door,
torn
yeah.
back. Yeah. I see now. I
Rip.
see. Damn. They must have been going on a highway then, because there ain't no way you're doing that on like
Well, following what was it?
following too closely. But I'm saying like he must have been going on a highway.
Driving recklessly, so he's probably going over the speed limit.
Probably.
So let's say I don't know. This is not like confirmed. I can't find out any like real info, and it hasn't gone to court yet. So ignore what I'm about to say.
I'd say probably like.
Let's say the speed limit was 30.
Probably going 40, 50. I'd say for that to happen,
50 to 60.
Yeah.
And the car slowed down, hit the brakes, whatever.
He had to swerve. Yeah.
He swerved, and when he did, he clipped the car,
and it just tore apart. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. But oh wait, we have literally 2 things on TNA. Then we will be done. They started off with the 10-bell salute on NXT as well. We covered that.
And this was weird.
Yeah. We had a Joe Hendry jump scare during Tavion Heights versus Charlie Dempsey. It was literally just him.
3 times.
It was 3 times, but his face just appeared on screen, and he just did the the Joe Hendry like turn and smile. So
because I even during this match like oh shit, and then it was gone, and I was like, oh maybe they just jumped the gun a little bit. He'll be out here in a minute.
No.
And it never happened. It happened 3 times during the whole night, not just the one.
Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck that was about.
I don't know. TNA or NXT production was going, we don't know what button to press. They had the
I love the idea that they just have a button that's just Joe Hendry's face. They have a dedicated Joe Hendry button.
I'm not saying it was a button, but you get the point I'm making.
I feel like it has to be, because if it's not just the press of a button, then they have to like manually go in and put that on screen.
Well, here's the thing. That is the start of like his intro.
Yeah.
So I'm figuring like there was the start of an intro. Like they have an intro for X person.
I guess so, and they just pressed it like
oh crap! And I don't know, like I feel like if they had that guy sitting back there going,
that one,
nope, that one, nope, that one. Yep, I got it. Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but
yeah, it was just so weird.
But that is all we have for this week until tomorrow when we go over.
Well, actually, we
or not.
No,
yeah, we won't go over because
we will not be going over anything until Monday.
I mean, we could technically, considering
because
we got pay-per-view
at like 6.
No, it's all day tomorrow.
Well, it's not all day, but we fight to street. Well, I'll tell you what. Hold on a second.
Because the pre-shows aren't worth piss. We know this.
I don't even know if it's a pre-show.
It's like 3 hours again, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have to talk for 5 hours about a 4-hour show.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Major.
Absolute waste of time. Especially considering they spend half of it recapping.
Have more matches during the pre-show.
Yeah.
Do something.
That's what TNA does. That's what NXT does even. Like, instead of just recapping it, and then also recapping it before each match, I really don't get it. I simply do not.
Why keep beating a dead horse? I mean...
What are you trying to figure out here, Mo Capitan?
He don't know.
Probably doesn't.
I'm trying to find Okay, it starts tomorrow at 2 with a 3-hour pre-show. That's
So
2, 3, 4, 5.
so it starts at 5.
So we're just gonna go ahead and not worry about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Considering I don't get home until 1. Yeah.
We be fighting, and then I don't want to fight.
Yeah, we'll just do it on Monday like we normally do.
So we'll do Friday and the pay-per-view on Monday,
Yep.
and then we'll watch Monday. So anything that winds up going over to Monday, I will put on Monday. So SmackDown will put everything on the pay-per-view list.
So
I think that is it.
that is in fact it. That is all we've got for this week. So if you made it this far on the stream, go ahead and give us a follow so you can get notified whenever we go live. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think. If you want to chat with us, join us on the Discord. I got it right this time.
Yay!
Yeah! Anyway,
Hey.
if you want,
Yay!
if you want to help support us, press that donate button in the About Me section. But that's about it. I'm Tafari.
I'm CK.
And I'm Night Rider. Good night.
See you
See
guys.
ya.